Most of the phones Coolpad launched in India have redefined what you can expect from a budget phone. Coolpad Note 3, it was the first cheapest phone with a fingerprint scanner and 3GB RAM under 9,000 rupees. Coolpad Note 3 Lite, the cheapest phone with a fingerprint scanner and 3GB RAM even in 2017. Coolpad Note 5, first phone with 4GB RAM under 11,000 rupees. And now Coolpad Cool1, first phone to be released in India with dual camera setup under 15,000 rupees. Well, they did release other stuff too, which aren't that popular. So now let's look at Cool1. By the way, you can check out my unboxing video for initial impressions and physical overview. In terms of design and build, there isn't anything new. It's a beefed up version of LeEco with some bad changes, like volume buttons are not elevated enough and they are very close to the back panel, so it's uncomfortable to click them, and most of the time, it's hard to find where they are. This problem might be fixed with a good case, but that's still a long shot. We have the screen flexing issue seen in LeEco, but it's not as bad as in LeEco. It only flexes on the top half. Besides this issue, everything else is very well built. We have a metal build with chamfered edges, a flat back and a camera bump. Fingerprint scanner on the back is easily accessible to the index finger. In terms of hardware, we have everything. We have all the basic sensors including LED notification light, FM radio, compass. We also have gyroscope, so you can use it for VR games and 360-degree videos. We have OTG support, but you need to have a compatible OTG adapter. I'll leave a link for that in the description area. We also have an IR blaster on the top. We can use it to control your TV, AC or anything with an infrared receiver. But like with all the LeEco phones, you have to use the inbuilt app to use the IR blaster. Other third-party apps like Peel doesn't detect the IR blaster, which is a disappointing thing. Next, we have a fingerprint scanner on the back. It is easily accessible to the index finger. It unlocks the phone very quickly, only when the display is on. If the display is off, it takes around 1 or 2 seconds, or at least it feels too long. On the left, we have the SIM card tray that houses 2 nano SIM cards. Both support 4G and we have OLTE. Geo works too. Unfortunately, we don't have SD card support. So if you need additional storage, you have to look at OTG pen drives and OTG adapters. By the way, I didn't face any issues with call quality or Wi-Fi or Bluetooth connectivity. I have used all the popular Coolpad phones from Note 3 Lite to Note 5, and all of them, including Cool1, have the same horrible haptic feedback. It sounds irritating, and I have disabled it completely. We have a 5.5-inch Full HD IPS display protected by a Corning Gorilla Glass 3. It has good viewing angles, good color reproduction, but its brightness levels are low when compared to other phones in its price range. It's great for indoor use, but you will struggle a little in direct sunlight. That's the only disappointing thing about the display. As you can see, it has huge black borders. I personally don't like it right out of the box, but you might ignore them after a few days. On the rear, we have the dual 13-megapixel camera with f2.0 aperture, face detection autofocus and dual tone dual LED flash. One of them is a monochrome sensor and another one is an RGB sensor. On the front, we have the 8-megapixel camera with f2.2 aperture with 1.4 micron pixel size. You can check out my camera review for more information, but here's the gist. This is the first phone with dual camera setup under 15,000 rupees, and they do work really well. Images from the monochrome sensor are quite unique, and the normal images we take have much deeper blacks. You won't be able to notice these blacks easily unless you compare it with other phones. Dynamic range and color reproduction are good. Both the rear and front facing cameras are wide angle and are very good. Classic mode, SLR mode, 4K video recording are the highlights of this camera. Just so you know, cameras are good for the price but not outstanding, so don't get your hopes too high. Cool1 comes with a Snapdragon 652 processor with Adreno 510 GPU, 4GB RAM and 32GB internal storage. Out of the 32GB, you get about 24GB for your user apps and user data. These are the benchmark scores. It really has the raw performance and we don't have any memory management issues. Gaming performance is quite good, visuals are great, but phone heats up a lot when you play high-end games continuously. I have seen a maximum of 55 degrees of screen temperature while playing Modern Combat 5 continuously for more than 15 minutes. For normal usage, there is no heating issue. Unlike all the previous Coolpad phones, this phone comes with EUI from LeEco, and it's a great improvement over Coolpad's Cool UI, but it's still not perfect yet. It comes with some bloatware and some bugs. It has all the basic software features, but it's missing some of the best ones from CoolUI, and it doesn't have all the features of EUI seen in LeEco phones like dual apps. And to make things even worse, UI itself is not very responsive. We have a redesigned recent apps page with notification toggles and some quick shortcuts, and the notification area is completely empty. Software is more about personal preference and it affects your entire user experience. So check it out and you be a judge of it. If you want my opinion, I don't like it. I would prefer MIUI or Lenovo's Pure UI instead of this. They offer more features, better and responsive UI. Audio experience over audio jack is good. There's nothing special about it, but it's good to have an audio jack. We have a mono speaker at the bottom under the right grill, and it's loud enough for a small room. By the way, we don't have any Dolby Atmos on this phone. We have a 4000 mAh battery, and battery life on this phone is amazing. You can thank DOS for that. We also have power profiles and auto start permission to further improve the battery life. You get about 6 to 8 hours of screen on time and even more depending upon your usage and how you configure your phone. It can easily last you 2 days on normal usage. Now coming to the charging port, it comes with a normal 10 watts power adapter and there is no fast charging or quick charging feature. I have tested it with Qualcomm certified charger, MI Protect, even LeEco's power adapter. They all charge the phone at normal rate. With the given power adapter, it takes 2.5 hours to charge completely. Coolpad is definitely a great phone both on paper and as an actual device, but it is still not a balanced phone. You have to sacrifice some things completely, like SD card support, a better UI. This seems to be a trend of Coolpad recently. Coolpad Note 5, though it lacks in terms of performance, offered good cameras but skipped gyroscope. And now Cool1 once again skipped out SD card. It's a great phone for anyone who wants good cameras, great performance and bigger battery. So will I buy it or suggest it to any friend? The answer is no. Purely looking at the spec sheet and benchmark scores, yes, it's a good phone, but I can't imagine using it as my daily driver due to the volume and power buttons, slightly laggy UI, and the EUI itself. So if someone was to ask me for a suggestion, I would say wait for Redmi Note 4. Let's see how it turns out. As of now, Redmi Note 3, Le2, Lenovo P2 are great alternatives for Cool1. So what do you think? Do you want more storage or bigger variants at higher price? Or are you like me who wants better user experience over spec sheet? Let me know by commenting below this video. So that's pretty much it for this video guys. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit that dislike button. Share it with your friends. If you have any comments, complaints or want us to make any specific video, let us know and we will make it as soon as possible. And subscribe to us to see more cool videos on tech. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.